Okay, welcome back to turn 2 of, I think we're calling this one Semper Gumby. Marines will know. So, yeah, we're kind of just waiting to develop more information about what Halloween is doing over up in this corner. The drone is going up, that's going to be a couple of turns. I know he's got a team going this way. They kind of expecting them to pop up in that building. There is a plane, at least one, hanging around. I think that this is a light tornado IDS. I went away and I did a little bit of testing and recreating. Basically, I put a load of Humvees out on the training ground and bombed them with various different types of German aircraft. And the crater that matches is a 500-pound bomb, so it's not a missile, so that sound file's a bit off, but that's probably just the HUS sound mod. And that would coincide with the cheapest German air power option, which is the light standard, as in non-anti-tank, light standard mission, which has a tornado with 4 500-pound bombs, which are laser guided, which is awesome. That costs about, what was it, 773 points standard. So if it's regular, experience, and no other modifiers, he can easily afford that. That's about the same cost as one of my artillery batteries, and I know, or artillery sections, and I know which one I would want. Because I would rather have 120 rounds of 155 than 4, well, essentially 2,000 pounds worth of bombs. So, yeah, we'll see what that does. Hopefully, the Humvee is going to get away. Hopefully, there aren't 2 planes up there, and this is going to get annihilated in the first, second before the Javelin teams can escape into this building. After that, it's going to drive off, but yeah, we will see how this pans out. Let's get the camera back somewhere interesting. Like I say, and press go. Like I say, not really expecting a lot here. The big one is over here. I'm really hoping that I got the orders right and that the Javelin teams have gotten out before. Yes, that is legging it away. That's excellent. Getting a couple of infantry spots, that's good. They're not necessarily going to tell me very much, even if I see a full squad. There's only, I think, a couple of types of German infantry squad, and they're pretty small. Both of them are pretty small. There's the Gebirgsjäger, like the mountain troops, and there's also the Panzer Grenadiers, who have like 6, I think, 6 or 7. They both have 6 or 7 men in a squad, so we're not dealing with massive numbers like you do with the Marines, and yeah, pretty good. I can live with that very easily. Nothing exploded this turn, which is excellent. The Humvee is in position, and I'll well, we'll get back to that with the orders. Let's have a look at what we're looking at over here. So that is a... oh, they're walking. That's excellent. Excellent. So yeah, that's again, we're getting these little bits of intel to piece together the picture. So 3 pixel Truppen, and the icon for them is bang on top of the middle man. So very likely that is just a 3-man fire team. This guy has a radio. And is that the carbine version of the G36? I think it is. Oh, that's interesting. So this might be something like a forward observer team. I'm going to have to go and... This is how you learn about stuff in combat mission. I'm going to have to go and check and see if... get a load of German infantry squads out and look and see who's armed with what weapons, and whether that's because they're special or because, you know, this could just be the lead element for an infantry squad, and you have the squad leader with the carbine, the G36K, Kurtz, and a radio that the other guys don't have. That could be it, or it could be a scout team, or it could be an FO. Don't know. This is how we learn. And there were some other spots as well. That's the same team. So we see the last man there. Last man there. Carbine, radio on his back left shoulder. And these guys here. Yep, we saw these guys in the last turn, didn't we? Who's spotting these anyway? Is that small team up there? Might be able to hit them with a small. That'd be interesting. And who's spotting you? The Javelin team. See, Javelin is just amazing at everything. It's those thermal sights. Did we only get those two contacts? So I know there's a team moving up that way as well. Oh, another body there. That's just two riflemen. I see he's got the radio on his back as well. But he's just a rifleman. And we can see, yeah, that's just like a three-man team. And those guys are moving forward into that building. So it's interesting that he moved quickly from there to there, but he's moving slow along here. So what's he worried about running across this gap here? That he's not worried about over here. And you know, my guess would be it's got to be worried about these buildings here, which is good because I want to tar pit him there. So the more he worries, the happier I am. Let's just do a quick run through. Yeah, we didn't miss anything there. Make sure we're looking at the whole damn map. Oh, that's just the smoke. From back up here, for a second I thought all those little, the tops of the palm trees, those little dots were earth coming out from another shell hit or something. Okay, that's fine. Keep it easy. What do we want to do orders wise? Well, first of all, you're going to get a law and a bit more ammunition for the lols, and then you're going to get out. And where can we stash you? Where you will be a pain. This, if putting it in there would be a massive, like, kick in the nuts for Halloween, so we're not doing that. That's just a random square of this objective that the map editor's missed when he's tidying up his map. So if I had someone in that objective, in that little square there, and Halloween totally cleared that objective out, that area out, because it's just another part of the same objective, it's just over here, he wouldn't get the points because I had a single pixel truckman there. So we're not doing that. That's a little bit too gamey. So yeah, let's get you out of here, and we're just going to run you up and stash you in here, next to Colonel Hapless. Where is he? There we go. Facing the wrong way, of course. So there we go. You can rename all the pixel truckman or leader. So first expedition unit HQ. I'm pretty sure that's a full colonel. I want to say major, but that's Brit ranks. There we go, Hapless. And I'm not veteran because I think I'm any good. I'm veteran because the more experienced the leaders are at each level, the better they transfer the information around in the C2 chain. And because he's at the top, my little pixel Trippin representative there. Go on, get upstairs, you useless people. Because he's at the top, he's the one who's going to be doing the most transferring, so the faster he can do it, the happier I'm going to be. Oh, you know what would be a laugh? Just to throw the brakes on Halloween a little bit, let's get in that building. And can we see? We should be able to... If we get him in there, they should be able to see down that line. So I want to have a pop at those guys, just to say to Halloween, look, you don't have as much freedom of movement as you think you do here. You know, just to say, I am watching you. Now these, I don't want these guys up on the balconies, like I said in the last one, because they'll just get themselves shot because they're dumb. But I do want some over here where they can cover that exit there. And yep. And I accidentally pressed the Windows key and went back to the desktop for a second. Let's try that again. Turn those objectives off, we don't need them. Yep, just double check that that's coming online, so the drone will be up in a minute or two. Either this turn or just at the start of the next turn. Then we can start seeing more details of what Halloween's got going on. I don't really want to just eyeball this setup zone immediately. That's just a coincidence that the drone's covering that. You know, because if I can see its entire force from the word go, it's a little bit gamey. He says when it covers it anyway. So yeah, we'll see. The drone doesn't necessarily see everything anyway, and I don't know. I'm 95% sure that the Stingers can't shoot it down, and that this is the little Raven drone. So it's just like it's a paper aeroplane basically. I want to see. I think it can only be shot down by actual AA fire, so cannons and things like that, which Germans don't have. And I don't have, actually, come to think of it. But hey ho, we'll find out. Boom, let's just press go and get it back to him.